they're so used to having it there, they don't even know how to tap into it.
Yeah. Well, even with AI and everything that's going on or whatever. So having said that, passing it on to the future generations, because we were a bootstrap type of mentality, the way we were raised, what we can pass along to the future generations are the gifts and the lessons that we learn to make sure that they don't have to go through those things, even though they have more at their disposal. So now that your kids are getting older and you've made it to this point and you got other people looking up to you, maybe have a nephew or nieces or whatnot, what are you passing along to future generations to make sure that they don't have to go through what you went through, and to ensure that they continue to follow their passions no matter what the obstacles are?
That's a loaded question. I think I'll just use the case of like my nephews. They've grown up seeing what I've done, right? Like just like my son. Like my son kind of grew up. I always say he grew up inside the tornado, right? You know, and then finally it stopped spinning and there was some bright skies, right? But I think my nephews growing up seeing, and coming to shows and things like that. Now they're aspiring artists, and the one thing that I teach them, because I think one of the things that's so lost now is work ethic. Right? Like I feel like, with the accessibility of, social media and all of these things online, and now even AI to a greater degree, right? Even when it comes to education, right? If I can get a paper online, that's done for me, it's, what are you learning? What are you,
Nothing.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so for them, and even my son, right? Just really emphasizing, you gotta work for it. Right? Like the shit is not going to, especially when you're an artist and a creative, right? Whether that's, any form of the arts, if you're a musician to a filmmaker to a writer, like, this, like writing is rewriting, right?
That's exactly what it is.
And I always use the term with them, like, you have to fail your way to success. And I say that all the time, right? Because I am all of my mistakes. My success comes from all of the things, all of the falls, the failures, the paintings gone wrong, right? I don't get to that one that's right without these 9 that weren't, right? And so instilling in them that they have to really work for it, and it's not easy work. I know when people think artists, no, like this shit is still work, right? Like there are days when I hate this shit, like I am tired of painting. I am tired of, but pushing through to persevere to then see like the end result, which is so gratifying, right? I did that, right? I went through all of that to do that, right? It's no different than football, right? You got to pound your way up the field to score, right? And all them, grueling hits that you take, along the way, all them downs to finally get there and to feel like, man, we did it, and that's what I push them towards. So, with them, man, I watch these little dudes, and again, they get the game from me now, right? So I can help them, I still want them to fail, right? I just don't want them to fall as far and as hard.
You're going to be there to catch
right.
them. Yeah, they won't fall as,
But, watching them grind with more of a sense of purpose. And what I mean is that it's a more direct trajectory for them now, because I can kind of guide them like, no, don't go, that little path, don't, no.
Yeah,
to stay here, do this, book a left up, and it's really, it fills me with such joy, because the stuff that they're creating at their age it blows my mind.
Here's the advantage that they have, and you talked about the advantage that, growing up you probably didn't have. You didn't see it early on until you saw that one artist, and then all of a sudden, voila, I can actually touch this. This is achievable. And now that you have your nephews and your son and anybody that's in the art, they can actually touch you. They see success. It's right in their own home, right in their own backyard. But the fact that you're not just giving it to them and making them work for it in a sense, but still carrying them along the way. And when they do fail, I mean, I think that's commendable. We do a segment on here. It's unfiltered, straight up, raw, uncut. Just you're straight your mind. It's called used to Done There Been There podcast. So, is there ever been a time where you've done there, been that, something that changed your perspective on life that kind of helps you to grow and become the person that you are today?
Say more.
So, where there's a life-altering moment where for your craft and the things we've been talking about, for me, it was my therapy.
Okay.
For me, it was almost losing everything that I ever loved. So that was my done there, been that moment that changed my life when it comes to my personal and my professional life and the way I think about things. Was there ever a moment for you?
I mean, there's a bunch of moments, I think. I mean, we've kind of talked about one. I think losing my parents, right, was that seminal moment of like, I can't go back. I can't go left or right. I have to go forward. I mean, that's one that really stands out. I think, the moment before that was, I had my son really early.